Hello, this is Michelle Smith. I'm co-founder of the Linking Waters Project along with Sherry Ingram, and I'm here to tell you about the Linking Waters Project. Linking Waters is a project to reclaim urban water for jobs, environment, and food. We're demonstrating how easily, affordably, and dramatically green jobs, food security, water conservation, and community can grow and thrive in an urban neighborhood simply by using rainwater as a valuable resource instead of treating it like a nuisance and draining it away as aggressively as possible. This practice of draining our rainwater away so aggressively has unintentionally created a number of severe problems or contributed to them in our cities. Asheville, like the rest of the world, is facing uncertainty for the future of water. In the face of worldwide trends predicted for the next century and beyond, we can expect that the record rainfall, high precipitation that we've been receiving in the last couple of years will shift again back toward the record drought conditions of 2007 and 2008 and the years before that. Groundwater tables, the water that's stored in the earth that feeds plants and streams, are drying up both from long-term rainfall deficits and wasteful, out-of-date water use and management practices. Cities are struggling to provide affordable water to citizens and to businesses and to deal with the effects of contamination of our watersheds from stormwater contamination. Across the region, severe flooding causes devastating loss to families and communities, as well as dangerous pollution to the rivers that support life and our local economies. Property owners are facing rising costs to meet their water needs, and people in cities and suburbs are disconnected from each other and from the land and the water that sustain them, their communities, and their economies. These issues have developed over decades, and they've created a need for a whole system solutions at a grassroots level here in Western North Carolina and in the U.S. as a whole. We believe there is a grassroots solution that could be implemented by homeowners and commercial property owners at the landscape level, in many cases using tools no more complex than a shovel and at very low cost. The first demonstration site is here at my home and the home of Peace and Fun Gardens in the Southside neighborhood, across the street from Nasty Branch, which runs into the French Broad River less than a mile away in the River Arts District. The proper name for Nasty Branch is Town Branch, but it's been known as Nasty Branch colloquially and historically for a very long time, and that's what folks in this neighborhood call it now. So that's still how I refer to it. The story of how the Linking Waters project came to be is powerful and inspiring, and I tell it in full in a YouTube video that you can find on our website at linkingwaters.wordpress.com. The short version is that after working with a permaculture design expert named Zev Friedman to create the plan for my dream of Peace and Fun Gardens, a perennial food forest and urban microfarm, I realized that I was going to need lots of water. And I realized that I wanted to get that water the most efficient, easiest to maintain way possible. I didn't want to spend money buying it from the city, and I learned how much water my roof could catch, far more than my rain barrels could hold. I also realized that my rain barrels would not hold enough water to support the trees and bushes and shrubs that I was going to need. I also wanted to participate in the restoration and protection of Nasty Branch. I saw both of these ideas as great ways to build strong relationships in our community and move us toward real sustainability and real resiliency. Sherry Ingram, who is a professional geologist and a hydrological consultant, had a passion for restoring our depleted groundwater aquifers, preventing dangerous and damaging flooding, and building green jobs. She believed that real solutions to these problems lay in considering the whole system, the whole hydrological cycle, and she wanted to try out some of the solutions that had been so effective in cities like Los Angeles, California, and Scottsdale, Arizona. The techniques and methods used in those desert cities could be adapted for our city's climate to protect our urban streams and the French Broad River, to recharge our precious groundwater and aquifers, and to create green jobs at every professional level, from landscapers to construction workers to engineers. We met one evening at Asheville Green Drinks, and I was so excited by her ideas that I suggested we start with a demonstration site here at my house at Peace and Fun Gardens. From here, we could perhaps attract the attention of my neighbors, as well as the people who make decisions about sustainable economic development, protecting our water, and food security. So, with the help of the Harris and Francis Block Foundation and RiverLink, we created the first demonstration site right here. The goal of Phase 1 is to demonstrate safe, effective, easily accessible methods and materials that a large portion of a community can use to increase its water infiltration and storage. We are measuring the reduction in stormwater runoff and contaminating sediment. We're measuring the increase in groundwater infiltration and storage, and we're measuring cost saving. We're also demonstrating the potential for green jobs creation and positive impact on community health. One of the most positive and rewarding aspects of the Linking Waters project is collaboration. We've already collaborated with Green Opportunities, Transition Asheville, and RiverLink, of course, as well as for-profit companies Ace Hardware North Asheville, WaterLinks LLC, and Living Systems Design. We've also attracted the interest and support of many of our neighbors. For Phase 2, we want to include mid-tech methods, which we define as things a handy person could install themselves, or there are professionals who could be hired to install them, and hopefully one or two high-tech methods, which would require more specialized professional expertise. Our goal is to have at least 10 neighbors in this neighborhood watershed subbasin agree to participate in the project by allowing us to design water reclamation methods that meet their goals for their property, and also allowing us to collect data so we can measure the impact of these methods on groundwater recharge, pollution in the streams, food growing, costs, job creation, and community relationships. So now we are inviting Southside neighborhood residents, organizations, houses of worship, and businesses to participate in expanding the Linking Waters project in this neighborhood. We're also inviting other stakeholders to participate, from groups like the City Parks and Recreation, Municipal Water Authority, the North Carolina Department of Natural Resources, and organizations that promote urban agriculture, food security, justice, and community building. We'll use a process called whole measures as a way for us all to communicate across the community on the role of water conservation in creating green jobs, restoring our urban stream, strengthening food security, and enriching our neighborhood relationships. And we'll use this measure to help us create the plan for Linking Waters phases 2 and hopefully Phase 3. We believe real solutions for urban watersheds are possible at the local neighborhood level. Indeed, we strongly suspect that real solutions will be impossible otherwise. We have great expectations for the potential of this project to really create solutions at a whole systems level. If you would like to participate or just learn more, please contact me, Michelle Smith, at linkingwaters@gmail.com or 828-230-3845. I'd be happy to set up a meeting or a phone call to tell you more, and we'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much.